Hello, everybody. Well, the idea here is not to make a review of this watch, rather than a consumer experience or a guide for those who are planning or want to buy this watch. I've had it for 4 months now, and it's my everyday use watch. And most of all, I'd like to say I really like it. Uh, I really enjoy using it. But there's a couple of things I would have liked to know prior to buying it um, that are not actually as clearly advertised as maybe they should, or are not shown in different reviews I found and that I saw before buying this watch. So here it is. I'm not going to do a pros and cons. I'm just gonna go straight to the things I would have liked I would have liked to have known before buying it. First of all, the light that is turned on by using this button is very dim. There's another model called PRG-650, which has a lot better backlighting. The lume is very good on this watch. The lume is very good, and it lasts for maybe 30 minutes after exposure. But the light is just an LED light right here, and it has another one here. But the 650 has a backlight, which is a lot better. The other thing that's pretty annoying about this is when you turn on the light and you change the function, the light turns off. So you have to continue. If you're in a dim situation or at night, you have to, let's say you want to use the timer, you have to turn on the light, see what's the status, change the mode, and turn on the light and change the mode again until you get to timer, because every time you press the mode button, the light turns off. So that's not optimal. That light could have stayed on for, I don't know, 30 seconds and stay on even when you're using it, because that's the idea. If you need to turn on the light, it's because you need to use it. Then sensors are not that accurate. I found that strangely the compass sensor is pretty good, but temperature, which is really a common theme among watches, is something like 10 degrees off. But that's more because of the temperature of your hand. If you take it out and leave it 15 minutes, it will give you a pretty accurate reading of temperature, but you have to wait 15 minutes. So there's not a bunch of situations in which you can actually wait 15 minutes to get a temperature reading. Then altitude and pressure are completely off the charts. No, they're not accurate at all, because they're actually the same sensor. Pressure and altitude is a function of pressure. So if that doesn't work very good, the other one will not either. Then in general terms, this watch has serious usability problems, as I was saying with the light, but everything that has to do with the crown. For example, if you want to set a simple delay, a simple timer, you have to unscrew the crown, push it back, change the amount of time you want to set the timer, and then push it on again and screw it again. And the problem is, every time you unscrew this, you're actually running the risk of doing it wrong and then taking a shower or getting in the pool and getting water inside the watch. So you want to touch the crown, or to use the crown at the least possible. And if you have to do that every time you have to configure a timer, I know if you have to check for something that takes 5 minutes, you have to do that all over again. And if then you have to do something that takes 2 minutes, you have to do that all over again. Alarms are pretty useful, and they're configured in a very simple way. But the timer it's crazy how complicated they made it. Having all these buttons to configure that, it's a simple software solution, and it's pretty much unusable. I keep it on 5 minutes, and it actually defies the function of having a timer if you cannot change the amount of time. What else? Well, that's pretty much it. Everything else I actually like a lot. The bands on this watch are really good, and yes, if you have at least a little bit of hair in your arm, this thing will bite like crazy. You will make a wrong movement and it will pinch a couple of hairs, and it's a bitch. It's pretty annoying, but I mean, it's a very good watch. The what's the name of the thing? The solar, it's very good. It recharges very efficiently with just a little bit of sun during the day. It will stay on high charge, and it will discharge. Actually, it's unnoticeable. So there's a solar array here. You can actually see it dimly on the face of the watch. A solar panel, and it's actually very well built, and the whole watch is very well built, and it's again, it's a very good watch. I hope it didn't have these usability issues, because it's actually awkward to use, and no one that's buying this watch actually is considering that the sensors are going to be that accurate anyway. But if they fixed the thing with the light and the timer, it would be a completely different experience, and all those things are software. So, I mean, Casio Pro Trek, if someone there is listening, it's a very simple thing to change. I mean, I'm not expecting for a software update, because this doesn't have that capability, but in future models, that's something really simple to change, and it will actually make the watch a lot more usable. So that's it. I hope if you're planning to buy this watch, this is information that you will find useful. If you actually like it, go ahead and buy it, because I don't have any regrets. I like it a lot. There's some things that I would just like for them to have been designed or implemented different, but go ahead and buy it, because it's a pleasure to use. It's a very good watch, and it would I'm sure it will last for a long time. So that's it. Bye.